enough. It can either cost you a home or get you a home, depending on the meaning. However, in repair negotiations, that one word can carry more weight than most buyers and sellers expect. When someone says enough, it usually comes from frustration. Frustration that one side wants one thing and the other side may want something completely different. And that's when we really begin negotiations, because enough can mean one of two things. First, it can mean one side, either buyer or seller, has made their final decisions and they're done negotiating. They've drawn a line in the sand, and that's when negotiations stop. Or enough can mean it's time to rethink strategy, take a step back, regroup, and decide what the next steps should be. Now that your repair request has been sent over to the seller, it becomes a waiting game, because now the seller is going to review everything and decide how they want to respond. In some cases, the seller may not want to address repairs at all. Other times, the seller may offer a closing cost credit instead of making repairs. And occasionally, they will agree to fix one or two larger items, but may leave off small items that still matter to you. And this is where we begin discussing that negotiations are not about getting everything fixed. Sometimes it's about finding common ground, because sellers see repairs differently than buyers do. What feels urgent to a buyer may not feel urgent or necessary to a seller. And what a seller feels reasonable may not feel comfortable to a buyer. And that's why negotiations take patience, strategy, and sometimes a little creativity. This is where strategy really matters, because every response from a seller is information. Information about what they are willing to do and what they're not willing to do, and where we may need to adjust strategy. That could mean asking again. It could also mean adjusting the request. Sometimes it means deciding what truly matters most and sticking with it. Eventually, every negotiation reaches a point where a decision has to be made. Honestly, nobody gets everything that they want. Both sides usually concede on a few items. Usually, both sides walk away feeling confident. That's when we reach an agreement, sign off on the repairs, and move forward. Sometimes, though, there's just no saving the deal. The buyer and the seller can't find common ground, and the contract terminates. Believe me, those moments are never easy. And while this can feel very disappointing for both buyers and sellers, sometimes walking away is the best decision. Now that negotiations are complete and you're either breathing a sigh of relief and getting excited because you're one step closer to closing, or you're back at square one searching for a new home. No matter how this turns out, though, we're moving into the next phase.